That's a fun request. I can definitely spin a spooky yarn for you. Here is a short horror story. The Echo in the Walls. Elara had bought the old house for a steal. Everyone in town called it the Whispering Box, but she just saw cheap real estate and charming, if dusty, Victorian architecture. The first month was fine. Then the sounds started. They weren't the creaks of old wood settling or the whistle of wind under a loose pane. They were intimate sounds, as if someone was sharing the space with her, always just out of sight. A sigh, gentle and cold, by the foot of the bed. A distinct thump from the locked attic above, like a heavy book dropping. One night, the noise was different. It was a rhythmic, faint scratching coming from inside the bedroom wall, right behind her headboard. It sounded like fingernails dragging across plaster, slow and deliberate. Elara tried to ignore it, burying her head under the pillow, but the scratching accelerated, becoming frantic, a desperate rasping. She bolted upright and grabbed her phone, turning on the flashlight. The scratching stopped instantly. Silence. She shone the light across the floral wallpaper. Nothing. Just an old house, she told herself, heart pounding a rapid tattoo against her ribs. The next morning, driven by a desperate curiosity, she went to the wall with a box cutter. She sliced away a small square of the paper where the scratching had been most insistent. Behind the paper was the plaster. Smooth. White. She was about to dismiss it as her imagination when she saw it, a tiny, almost invisible pinprick in the center of the exposed plaster. She pressed her ear to the small hole. Complete silence. Then, she noticed something that turned her blood to ice. The pinprick wasn't uniform. It had tiny, darker ridges around it, almost like a miniature fingerprint. And as she stared, the pinprick widened. It didn't crack, it simply grew, smoothly, into a small, dark circle, about the size of a dime.
From the hole, a warm, fetid air puffed out, smelling of damp earth and something sickly sweet. Then, a whisper, wet and too close, echoed clearly from the wall cavity, bouncing directly into her ear. "You found my eye." Elara stumbled back, dropping the box cutter. She watched, horrified, as the small, expanding hole kept growing, not stopping at the dime size, but becoming larger, blacker, and impossibly deep. Suddenly, a tiny, pale, and surprisingly long finger poked out, testing the air. It was followed by another, and then a third, all moving with slow, dreadful purpose. The wall was not hollow. It was full. And whatever was inside had just opened its single eye to look out. Would you like me to write another short story, or perhaps a different kind of spooky tale?